Well, we're wondering if it slipped out or if it was deliberate. But last night at a rally in Ohio, President-elect Trump said that he would be announcing at the beginning of next week retired General James Mad Dog Mattis, as he's called, as his Secretary of Defense. Problem is that is a civilian position, and Mattis hasn't been retired quite long enough, so they might need some Democrats to help.
We are going to appoint Mad Dog Mattis as our Secretary of Defense. But we're not announcing it till Monday, so don't tell anybody.
A surprise announcement during President-elect Trump's evening rally in Ohio, known as a hardliner on Iran. Retired Marine General James Mattis faces an uphill battle for confirmation. He needs a special civilian waiver because he's only been retired 3 years. This morning, Mr. Trump's back in New York after announcing 1,000 carrier manufacturing jobs not moving to Mexico.
Companies are not going to leave the United States anymore without consequences. Not going to happen.
But 1,300 carrier jobs are headed south of the border.
They wish they'd be able to save ours also. We feel like we've been forgotten from the very beginning.
After last night's rally, today it's back to work on the transition. The Secretary of State nominee still unannounced. Sources tell MSNBC's Joe Scarborough they're looking at new candidates, the current and former CEOs of ExxonMobil. And in an interview last night, President-elect Trump said that he's narrowed down his Supreme Court choices to 3 or 4 candidates.
Tracie, let's talk a little bit about the potential Secretary of State appointment. There was some talk, of course, that there might be too many military men in the room. He's gone for that, of course, for Secretary of Defense. Therefore, is it less surprising that we're now seeing a change in tack to go to a businessman potentially for Secretary of State?
Not necessarily. You know, there have been a lot of CEOs in and out of Trump Tower, which is interesting because we did not see that level of CEO support from major corporations during his campaign. But now they all seem to, or many of them, I should say, seem to want to get on board. What's interesting about this, though, is what does it mean for Mitt Romney? We saw those 2 meetings. We heard a lot of talk about Romney. It seemed they had buried the hatchet. Both of them have spoken very complimentary of each other. But now, at this late date, it looks like they're expanding the search. It's interesting, and it raises questions about what's going on the inside and where Romney stands as a potential candidate.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.